my next question for you is, how was life with Gary when you were up there? What was daily life like with him, living in the same house day in and day out, and having that, 4.5, 5 month experience with him while you guys were building the farm?
That's a very interesting question, Barney. And yeah, it was a once in a lifetime experience. When I first started and we're living in the same house, I just felt like honored to see Gary walk down the hall. And it just seemed like I had to pinch myself. Am I actually here working with Gary Young on a daily basis? And it wasn't long before we understood that we all needed to be part of the same team, and he had to be one of the gang. And so basically, Gary got treated like everybody else did, and we were just one of the boys. And Gary liked it that way. I mean, he gets the upper crust treatment a lot, and he's a down-to-earth guy and get on the cat or dig dirt, And so we soon found out that living life with Young Living, and with Gary Young in particular, was no different than what we would normally do. So Gary would be a guy that he gets up at 5 in the morning, and there was times he would be on the calls steady until 7 in the morning till breakfast. And then after breakfast, we would head out to the field and work until, 7, 8 at night, and sometimes 9 or 10, depending on what we're doing. A lot of times Gary was on a cat or on a dozer or on a hoe, or he was down there digging and doing stuff. And what was interesting is that while he was doing that, he was handling calls all day. And he was dealing with all kinds of pressures and making sure that the pipes were the exact size and making sure we had a proper fitting. I mean, his mind is absolutely amazing. It's like you don't need an encyclopedia and you don't need a PhD and you don't even hardly need a set of plans. You just need his brain. Like, the guy's got it inside his brain. And it was just amazing. And it was so nice to have him there because you never had to question that stuff. So it was kind of that was a good part.